I'm solving problems today, and I'm addressing one of the most common problems, or two of the most common problems rather, that modern guitarists face today, and especially gigging musicians. And one of them is tone, and the other one is the weight of your amplifier. So what am I doing specifically? Well, you might see behind me here, I have this rather wonderful Fender 68 Custom Deluxe Reverb Amplifier, and marvellous it is. I've just picked this up the other day, but I was playing through it, and I'll be honest with you, as impressive as it was and as nice as it sounded, I found the overall tone, especially when pushing it, I mean this amp is designed to be pushed a little bit more than your traditional Fender amps, it just got a little bit flubby. That's the common word used to describe what happens around the lower frequencies. In my experience, I have a favourite speaker type that I've played on many amps, and that is the Celestion Creamback. It's a marvellous thing. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get into the debate of how important a speaker is and which speaker's best and all that stuff. I love the Creambacks. So the other side of this coin was the weight issue, and Fender recently released the Tone Master series of amps. One of the things that they went really to town on with those Tone Master amps was the weight, and that's been a revelation for a lot of guitar players. And we're talking about a huge weight reduction. I mean, literally half of what the original amps would have weighed. And part of the weight reduction, they've done it two ways. One is with the wood that they use to make the cabinets out of for those Tone Master amps. They use a pine now, but the other way that they've done it is they've started using, now I might be pronouncing this wrong, neodymium magnet speakers. It's a much lighter magnet compared to your ceramic or your alnicos. So I was curious about this because Celestion released a neodymium version of the Creamback. Boom! There you go. I went and grabbed one of these today. Now, so yeah, it's a brand new speaker, so when we get into the playing around with this, we will have to take into consideration the fact that this speaker's never been played, never been broken in. That being said, I must say, new speaker smells wonderful. But let me give you some numbers about this, because what I wanted to do with this was two things. As I said, I want to improve the tone of the amp, tighten up the bottom end, get that creamback sort of tone going on, and at the same time, because I've gone with the neodymium one, or yeah, you can see there it says G12 Neo. Can you see that? I'm getting reflections. There you go, G12 Neo. Because of that, we're getting some weight reduction, which is a great thing. So let me give you some numbers on this exactly. So the amp alone, with the original speaker in it, the original speaker is what's called a G12 V-type Celestion, and it's a nice speaker. It's you know, it's okay, but like I say, I'm not 100% on the tone. So the weight of the amp with that original speaker in, we're talking about 42 pounds, or we'll do it in English, 19.1 kilograms. So the V-type speaker on its own weighs 7.2 pounds, or 3.3 kilograms. The Neo Creamback, in comparison, weighs quite a bit less at 4.2 pounds, or 1.9 kilograms, and that's a saving just on the speaker alone of 3.1 pounds, or 1.4 kilograms, or nearly 1.5 kilograms, which is quite a lot. After the weight reduction, and we've got the speaker installed in the amp, we'll be looking at an amp that weighs just a little bit less than 18 kilograms, or 39 pounds. Right, so to do this properly, given that that's a 68 Custom Reverb amplifier, I thought I'd use my 67 Stratocaster, which we're pushing the amp a little bit. We've got it attenuated, but we're pushing the amp at about 5 on the custom channel, and we've got the bass rolled off quite a bit to 3, and we've got the treble in about 7. So just on its own, we get this sort of tone. Okay, quite nice, right? Okay, so we're going to use that tone, and then we're going to push it a little bit with a, I have actually got a Prince of Tone clone sitting down here, and when we kick that in, it gives us a little bit of noise, a little bit of drive. So let me see if I can demonstrate this flub that I'm talking about. It's on the very bottom end, so I'm here on the bridge pickup, sorry, the neck pickup, and to me, whenever I go low or play off the bottom string, I'm hearing just this little bit of extra looseness. You know what I mean? Hearing that? And if we kick in with more gain, there's also a bit of fizz, and it's not very tight. And if I mute at all, just a little bit loose and a little bit flubby. Sounds great, right? But just, I don't know, I think we can do better. So let's switch out to the Neo and see what we think. Right, so we're back. We've switched them around now, and so a couple of little things I'm noticing straight away. One is there's a distinct drop in volume, kind of unsurprising, as the original was rated for 70 watts. This is a 60 watt speaker, but that's okay with me. The other thing as well is at the same volume level on the amp, we're not getting as much breakup now as we were before, but it's kind of still breaking up a little bit, but it seems a lot cleaner, it seems a lot neater. Which I like. I'm glad about that, because that little bit of fizziness has gone. And if this is how a brand new speaker sounds, I imagine how much better it's going to sound once it's broken in a little bit. So let's give it a little bit of gain and see what we got going on. Nice. Yep, definite improvement. I'm hearing it. I don't know if you guys are there. I mean, by all means, comment if you're not noticing any different. But there's more of a tightness on the bottom end now, more of a crispness to it. Lovely. Let's try the bridge pickup. Yeah, there's an increased smoothness to the growl, as it were. It just sounds smooth now. Okay, so I'm extremely pleased with that. I'm definitely hearing an improvement in my ears. It sounds a bit smoother, it sounds a bit neater, tighter. There's more clarity around the mid-range, around and then definitely more tightness on the bottom end there, a bit more crispness to that. And I think actually the drop in volume is the thing. I think the drop in volume will allow me to drive the amp a little bit harder. So if we push it up to 6. Let's push it a little more. Let's push it to 7. Let's try it with the added gain. More sustain. I don't know if that's just me, but it seems like the guitar is sustaining more. Might be just a dynamic relationship between the pickups and the neodymium. It's dimium, I believe. I've just read up in the interim that it's dimium, neodymium. I'm really pleased I did that. Wasn't a cheap upgrade by any means, but sometimes these things are worth doing. And you know, if you're spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on pedals to sound amazing through your amp and all that, why not spend a bit of money on your amp just to make the most out of it and give it the best possible chance of giving you the best tone possible. So I'm really happy with that. I've got a band rehearsal this evening and I'm looking forward to where I'm going to give this a run out and see how it does up against a drummer and a bass player. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, comments, by all means fling them at me. Don't forget to subscribe. So anyway, check out my band website if you get a chance. Keep an eye out for us gigging near you, and hopefully we'll see you sometime. Thanks for watching.